Immigration and Customs Security, may I have your attention?
Immigration and Customs Security polices our borders and arrests evildoers.
Previously on the border.
Homeland Security is sending up some hotshot agents.
There's this story I heard of a captain of a top-secret squad of elite commandos.
Captain Mike Kessler. Andrew Mannering, CSIS.
This man witnessed a terrible event and was ordered by his superiors to just cover it all up.
Shall we add paranoia to your list of delusional behaviors?
Paranoia is the only sane response to a man like you.
You haven't been sane since you cracked up in Bosnia.
He couldn't forget what he had seen, so he went off the rails, had a breakdown.
He slipped through my fingers once. I'm not going to let it happen again.
Rodman gets asylum in exchange for testifying against a bigger fish.
But the past surfaced again, and he may not be thinking clearly.
You will never mention the name Vlatko Rodman again. If you try to find him, you'll be dismissed and charged under the Official Secrets Act. And that goes for Friar Tuck and Little John and all of the rest of your band of merry men.
Your behavior has become erratic. Leave Vlatko Rodman alone. Or you'll be stripped of office and tried for treason.
Suspects were last seen heading towards the river.
Holy shit.
What the hell are you doing, sir?
What do you think?
You mean we're swimming in Canada?
You see a boat? Well, I'm sure I won't be the first black man to drown in this river.
Help! Help me!
This doesn't really concern ICS.
No? Last I checked, illegal border crossings were top of our job description.
Just tell your people to hand over my prisoners, and you can go back to a dry bed.
Yeah, Coast Guard picked them up on our side of the river. That makes them our prisoners.
Lieutenant Ulysses Grant Davies, 1st Battalion, 64th Regiment.
Corporal Zachariah Metzke, 1st Battalion, 64th Regiment.
Private First Class Gordon Harvey, 1st Battalion Combat Team, 34th Infantry.
At ease.
We fulfilled our contract with the United States Army. We came to Canada as refugees from the policy of stop-loss.
Open the door or we'll break it in.
I'll put on some coffee.
Tear the place apart.
I'll take the bedroom.
You do have a warrant.
Fact it down to the last comma, naming you as a suspect in Rodman's murder and authorizing me to search for the weapon.
Sir?
Give me the pry bar.
Or I could unlock it.
Well, well, what have we here? Army issue Remington 700 sniper rifle. The very thing for picking off Croatian warlords.
It hasn't been fired in 10 years.
Has it not?
Excuse me. Kessler.
Brought in some U.S. Army deserters who are claiming refugee status.
Deserters don't have refugee standing.
Yeah, well, the Army wants these guys pretty bad. They put on a real manhunt. They were stop-lost. Layla thinks we should hear them out.
Okay, I'll meet you there. Knock yourself out. I'll be in the shower.
A lot of heat for some guys low on the military food chain.
Yeah, you special in some way we should know about?
Well, actually, man, we war heroes.
Heroes? They were running away.
Oh, we did our time, sir.
Private Harvey here was awarded the Purple Heart.
Yeah, Lieutenant Davies has got a Purple Heart and a Silver Star, and, well, I got 2 Purple Hearts and a Silver Star, so I guess that make me the winner now, doesn't it?
You got vending machines? I could really use a Twinkie.
Dude, I don't think they have those up here.
We're protesting the detention of these 3 American soldiers.
Hey, Dad.
Shelter from the storm.
It's the new Underground Railroad. We help deserters cross the border and find home and jobs when they get here.
That's illegal, Zoe.
Well, so's the Army trying to stop the loss of soldiers who finish their contracts.
Those soldiers should have read the fine print. They could be forced to serve as long as the war continues.
So that's what, the next 20 years? Besides, Iraq is not a war. It's a military engagement.
Why are you really here, Zoe?
I'm one of the organizers. We had people at the border waiting for the guys to cross.
And now you're here at my place of work,
You think this is about you?
isn't it?
I've been around political exiles and torture victims my whole life. This stuff is in my blood.
At the moment, it's outside my parking lot.
Would you rather I didn't give a shit?
Actually, yes, I would. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have political exiles and torture victims to persecute.
Hello, Major.
Agent Lagarda?
These are the extradition papers for Lieutenant Davies, Corporal Metzke, and Private Harvey.
You must really want these boys.
No, me, the Army. I have orders to return them to Fort Dix for court-martial.
They could get 5 years military prison. Seems pretty steep for soldiers who served out their contract.
It's not for us to decide.
Well, your soldiers have applied for refugee status. They're entitled to a hearing.
Done this dance before. I think we both know how it's gonna end.
Looks like our deserters have made themselves at home.
Is it just me, or are they like 12 years old?
We're moving down to holding.
So were you guys in the same unit?
No, sir. We were all in BDAD, but they were in Jamaica and I was in Sadr City.
Yeah, we met in group.
Group?
Therapy at Lincoln Army Hospital, Ohio.
Yeah, we're all whack jobs, can't you tell? That shit crazy.
Post-traumatic stress.
Freaking A, man.
I figured you gotta be crazy trying to swim across the Niagara Gorge.
Yeah, that was some seriously messed up shit. This war's crazy, not us.
LT's in denial. I'm sad, really. Face it, you are a beautiful psycho freak.
Back it up. Go.
That an order, sir?
Hey, you wanna ease up?
said. Stress.
They're just kids.
The Pentagon itself is pressuring the PMO to extradite.
I'd understand if they were high-ranking officers.
We can't afford to piss off the Pentagon. Not with our troops fighting next to theirs. We have to play ball.
The deserters have organized support. We've got press and picketers outside our gate.
Well, this just keeps getting better.
They deserve a hearing, Minister.
All right, fine. Just get this done quickly before things get out of control, okay?
I think you want to see this. General Ralph Davies, 4 stars. He's one of the big boys.
This morning at 0100 hours, my son, Lieutenant Ulysses Grant Davies, was arrested by Canadian authorities after deserting his post and crossing illegally into Canada.
This guy makes old Blood and Guts Patton look like a yoga mat metrosexual.
Rest assured, my son will get no special treatment. On the contrary, I intend to do all in my power to ensure that Lieutenant Davies and the enlisted men with him are prosecuted to the fullest extent of military law. His country asks no more of him than countless others.
5 years without parole, and I thought my dad was cold. Then again, he's dead, so technically he's colder.
That explains the manhunt.
I've been ordered to bring them back in leg irons.
You see, now that's Dad all over again.
You can't have them. Not yet, anyway. As refugee claimants, they're entitled to a fair hearing. Maggie?
Yeah, boss.
Take their statements. See what they have to back up their claims. Darnell can help.
He's upstairs with Agent Mannering.
Mannering's upstairs.
Apparently he's taken over an office.
Fighting a war, and we can't do it without troops.
I was woken this morning by a battering ram at my door. Agent Mannering searched my apartment.
What did he find?
Nothing. My old Army-issue sniper rifle.
That's not nothing.
It hasn't been fired. But Agent Mannering's convinced I shot Rodman.
Well, didn't you?
No.
Come on, Mike. I'm the one who told you where to find him. I keep telling myself I didn't know you planned to shoot him. But if I'm honest...
Maybe Washington thought it was too risky to set Rodman free.
On the contrary, they're furious he got killed. And I've been officially reprimanded.
I did not shoot Rodman. Someone else was up on that roof.
Only 3 people knew where he'd be that night. Mannering, me, and you. If someone else was there...
Then we have a serious breach of security.
Private First Class Gordon Harvey of the 34th Infantry, United States Army. Everybody just calls me decomp.
As in decompensate? Means fall apart.
Oh, okay. Well, I've done plenty of that, I guess, but no, they call me decomp because I used to smell like decomposing remains. Just one of the perks of working mortuary affairs.
Mortuary affairs.
Yeah, we go in and pick up the pieces that other troops leave behind. You know, body parts and shit.
You served in Baghdad.
So one day in this marketplace, unit worked like 19 hours straight. Picked up, bagged, and tagged over 2,300 body parts. Chunks of flesh, eyeballs, heads, Iraqi soldiers, who knew? Even bagged some guy's private part.
Right. Got it. So how'd you get your Purple Heart?
A lot of the zones we worked were still hot. Security was shit. A couple guys in a Hummer, no armor. IED don't get you. You're sniper bait.
You were shot.
Yeah, I took one in the hip. Supposed to be my $1 million wound. Keep me stateside.
But you got stop-lossed.
Yep. I got my orders in physio. Active duty extended 2 years. I just started laughing. I couldn't stop. Shrink was all worried and shit. Said he couldn't do nothing about it because they were stop-lossing other head cases too. Because nobody sane signs up anymore. And the government is too chicken shit to start up a draft.
19 years old.
You sound sympathetic.
This kid did everything we asked. And more.
As a refugee, you have to face a serious threat of persecution in your native country. Do you face such a threat?
Does hard time without parole qualify as serious?
Agent Mannering.
Major?
He wants to ask me a few questions.
I've sequestered an office here while I investigate the role of ICS into the Rodman shooting. I'll try not to be too disruptive.
Agent Mannering. I think I made it pretty clear that Washington doesn't want an investigation.
CSIS answers to Ottawa. Agent Lagarda?
If news of Radman's death leaks out, it will embarrass both of our countries.
And that's why I'm investigating the death of one John Doe, whose unclaimed body is lying in the morgue.
And how do you explain CSIS spending resources on a John Doe?
Just a hunch it has something to do with national security. Detective Jackson?
Uh-huh. Sure. Okay, bye.
What did Mannering say to you?
He asked about your movements the night of the shooting. I told him I left work at 6.
Anything else?
Yeah, he wanted to know about your attitude towards Rodman, whether you expressed any homicidal intent.
What'd you say?
I told him that your response to the situation seemed at all times rational and proportionate to the danger Rodman posed.
Thank you.
No problem.
Zach Netsky, 1st Battalion, 64th Regiment. Serial number 5370095.
You can call me Banger, man, if you want.
Oh, you run with a gang?
No, I just like using my brain on that death metal, you know, like, oh. They would have called that like headbanger music back in your day.
In my day.
Sorry, ma'am.
You served under Lieutenant Davies.
You mean Lieutenant? Ute the Lute? Oh, yeah. Only officer I ever met who know his ass from his face.
You have 2 Purple Hearts and a Silver Star. I'm impressed.
Yeah, Purple Hearts is easy. He's got to be stupid enough to get nailed.
Or brave enough?
Stupid enough pretty much covers it, trust me. My first time was over a soccer ball. Yeah, some genius over in Washington thought it'd be a good idea to ship over a few hundred soccer balls to the local kids. What kid don't like soccer, right? Only thing is, these balls show up, they all flat as pancakes. Ain't nobody got any pumps to pump them up.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So my CO, he's another real genius. Well, he tells us hand them out anyway. I mean, you should have seen the look on these kids' faces. There's this one boy, 8 years old, he's about yay high. He must have really loved his soccer. He went and got himself a gun and he shot me.
Jesus. So how'd you get your Silver Star?
That's no big deal. Me and Lieutenant Davies, we was checking some back streets, you know. Stumbled upon a nest of insurgents. I got Lieutenant Davies clear. Called in the grid. Apaches come in and pretty much leveled that place. That's about all she wrote till I woke up in Lincoln.
And that's when you decided that you'd had enough.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
How did you feel when you received your stop-loss order?
I done my 4 years. Wasn't right, I guess.
You guess?
Well, Ute said I shouldn't go back.
Ute said.
Well, you're just looking out for me.
You didn't want to desert the army?
Psychologically vulnerable, influenced by a strong personality who'd been a superior officer.
It's not so bad over there.
Might be grounds for a reduced sentence.
All the time.
Now with General Davies on his case?
Weren't you being treated for post-traumatic stress disorder?
Can I speak freely?
Please do.
That stuff is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying that you were ready to return to Iraq?
Lieutenant Davies is just looking out for me, is all. He's smarter than I am.
Lieutenant Davis got a lot to answer for.
I agree.
Hey, you got a minute?
Can you make it quick?
Yeah, Mannering's going after you.
Really?
I wouldn't stop pushing. He asked me if I knew where you were the night Rodman was shot.
Hope you were honest with him.
Oh, yeah. I think I used the words threesome and Mrs. Mannering in the same sentence. Come on, he pissed me off the way he was going at you.
I already told Mannering I was alone that night.
I don't know, so I guess I got the wrong night, huh?
State your full name and rank.
Lieutenant Ulysses Grant Davies, 1st Battalion, 64th Regiment, 212-007814.
I'll take over here.
Thank you, Major Kessler. Sergeant Harani.
You led your men into quite the shitstorm, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
5 years, hard time. Military time. No hope of parole.
Yes, sir.
You knew who your father was. Knew he wouldn't stop until he hunted you down. Knew he'd make them pay. You were the officer here. Those boys counted on you. Private Harvey, the boy you called decomp, prison will destroy him.
I didn't want him to come. He cut wind of our plans. I couldn't stop him.
And Corporal Metsky, he was ready to return to Iraq until you all but ordered him to desert his post.
He said that?
That kid took a bullet for you.
He saved my life.
And you repaid him by destroying his.
You say my father's angry at me, that he's after me.
He wants to make an example of you.
Tell him I'll go back. No lawyers, no protest, no refugee claim. He can parade me up and down the country, hang me from the highest tree for all I care. Just one condition. Zach and Decomp stay here and go free.
Okay? No dice. The Pentagon wants all 3 of them. They say cutting a deal would encourage other stop-loss soldiers to head north.
Then we'll proceed with the refugee claims.
They seemed especially interested in Corporal Metsky.
Now, Lieutenant Davies.
Pentagon's pissed, Mike. They don't understand the delay.
It's called due process.
Yvonne Castle.
It's Mike. I have a couple of refugee claimants who could use some advice.
Wait a minute. You're calling me for help.
Is that so hard to believe?
Actually, Mike, your daughter beat you to it.
Can you get this over to head office processing, please?
Miss Castle, can you join me in my office, please?
Okay.
You can wait here.
Yes, sir.
It's a bright kid you got there. You might try being a little less patronizing.
Actually, I was looking for advice on refugee law, not child raising.
Just as well, because that child's raised.
I gather she filled you in on the background of this case.
Mm-hmm. And I told her there's never been a successful refugee claim for a deserter on the basis of stop-loss.
What about post-traumatic stress? Those kids were in treatment when they were stop-loss.
Thanks. It's an angle worth pursuing. But first, we got to get him out of lockup.
That's not gonna happen. They're an obvious flight risk.
So what? They languish in detention for the next year? These boys are war heroes. They're not terrorists.
The case is being fast-tracked. The Pentagon wants this pound of flesh.
Yeah, well, I saw General Davies' press conference on the basis of which I intend to argue the unlikelihood of a fair trial.
Excuse me.
Well, he was alone. I drove by.
The whole evening?
Can I help you?
Well, I'd like to ask your daughter some questions.
She's got nothing to say to you.
Is that a fact?
Let's kiss.
What did you do?
Nothing.
He wants to know where you were last Thursday night. He says he's investigating a shooting.
What did you say?
That you were alone and I dropped by. I didn't mention that you were cleaning your gun.
Zoe, I'm sorry. I didn't want to have you dragged into this mess.
Did you shoot somebody?
God, Zoe, no.
You sure?
Positive.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would they classify the military records of a lowly corporal and lieutenant?
You're completely shut out?
Well, Private Harvey's no problem. He's Army grunt on the mortuary affairs detail in Baghdad. These other two guys are locked up tighter than a fish's butt.
Agent Slade?
Hey, why don't you go grab one of your macrobiotic Slurpees or whatever foul-tasting herbal brew you subsist on, huh?
How's it going with the footage from Rodman's hotel?
Mannering's still sitting on it, but I'm not giving up.
Good.
Hey, I gotta ask.
No, you don't.
No, because, you know, there's stuff I can do, you know, tricks to cover your tracks.
Just give me the footage.
Are the handcuffs necessary? These are decorated war heroes.
Remove the cuffs.
Fortunately, Military Honors Division is a little more relaxed with its database, which is how I know that Corporal Metsky got his Silver Star by carrying his barely conscious lieutenant for 6 blocks while under sniper fire at 1100 hours on March 12, 2008 in the El Mansour section of Baghdad.
That matches what he told us.
He also said that he called in a fire mission and they pretty much flattened the place.
So?
The Red Crescent bombing in Baghdad, the one that took out that hospital.
And killed British aid workers.
Yeah, 3 aid workers, 2 Iraqi doctors, 11 Iraqi children. That bombing took place at 1120 hours, March 12, 2008, in the El Mansour section of Baghdad.
There's no nest of insurgents. Corporal Metsky called in the coordinates of a hospital.
I wonder if the Pentagon wants them back.
You know the processing can take hours, right?
I want these guys to know they got friends.
Oh, I think they know.
Stop the car, you sons of bitches! Stupid prick!
The natives are restless.
Situation's under control.
All right, it's under control. They all over us!
It's okay, buddy. You stay cool.
They all over us. They got us surrounded.
Easy, Corporal.
This is Alpha Delta 327 requesting
I'm right here. I'm right here. Oh, you lying? You can't have been shot. I'm fine. Look at me. Corporal, you put down that weapon. Shut the hell up so I can think, man. Get up! You, out of the car now! Out of the car now! Hurry up! You, come over! Over! Drive. Hurry up! Okay.
I'll get that right in a second. Just want to document it. I'm on my way.
Okay, that's not PTSD. That is full-blown psychosis.
North on Winslow. It was the drugs they gave him. They messed with his brain.
What drugs?
Modafinil. This wake-up drug that's supposed to turn exhausted troops into super soldiers.
You mean speed?
Only better. Non-addictive, minimal side effects, unless you're already unstable like Zach, in which case he can turn you into a paranoid maniac.
All right. Turn.
No, wait, they're turning.
Keep your distance. I don't want him provoked.
Where the hell are we?
Was he on those drugs when you ordered the bombing of a Red Crescent hospital?
A sniper shot me in the leg. I would have bled out if it weren't for Zach.
Lieutenant!
One sniper.
Yeah. But Zach saw him everywhere. The medics tried to help us, but Zach just carried me away.
They're coming. Come on me. We can't help you. We can't help you.
I was barely conscious. I heard him order the strike, but I couldn't do anything to stop it. There were kids in there.
Does Zach know what he did?
He's been told, but whether he's taken it in...
Obviously, on some level, he did.
You can't just keep driving forever.
Shut up! Shut up!
Clear the road on either side of the laneways and clear that sidewalk.
The Red Crescent is pushing for an inquiry. The Army had no right prescribing off-label performance-enhancing drugs.
Is that why you were stopped last? To keep you as far away as possible from the Western media?
Zach could disappear in Iraq. One more whacked-out soldier in a sea of paranoia. He'd last a month, maybe two.
So you brought him here?
I owed him. He saved my life.
A church. Maybe the priest will give you sanctuary.
What?
Sanctuary, you can be safe.
Okay, hold on. Stop here. Stop. Get out, come on.
Okay.
Oh!
I'm on my way.
Blessed be the name of Jesus. Don't look so good, Father. Surgeon's got us surrounded. They're sit tight to reinforcements coming.
Tell him he's safe here.
We've come to a safe place.
No such thing in this hellhole, sir. Please. Old people are the worst. You down! Down! The kids. Never know when it's coming. These are good people. Please. Let's get me some rope. Tie them up just to be sure. I said get me some goddamn rope. One more, guys.
The tactical team have contained the area and their snipers are in position.
Corporal Metsky. The girl you've taken hostage is my daughter, Zoe Kessler. I'm gonna call you now on her phone.
What the hell is that? What the?
Answer it.
Shut up! The
You?
I'm Major Mike Kessler.
Major! Major! Me and the priest is holed up with a couple of prisoners. We're surrounded, sir. You gotta get us out.
Listen to me, Corporal. You're not in Iraq. The girl you've taken prisoner, her name is Zoe. She's been trying to help you.
This is bullshit!
Do you remember leaving the hospital with Lieutenant Davies?
You loot.
You swam across the river and we picked you up.
Who is this? Who is this? Stop messing with my head!
Is there anything you need? Water, maybe? Soda?
You out of your mind, man? I need evac in here, man. I need guns in here. I need them now. Surgeons they got us surrounded. Shut up!
My name's Sergeant Jackson. Do you know where you are?
Sergeant? About goddamn time, man.
I'm here to get you out.
Okay. You bring reinforcements?
Yeah, they're outside securing the perimeter.
If you're a sergeant, where's your goddamn stripes, huh?
Hey, this isn't Iraq.
Get on the ground. Put your hands on your head.
Hey, let the kid go.
I said get down! You're trying to pull him, man. What the hell is this?
He's right. Let Felipe go.
Felipe?
Altar boy.
All due respect, Father. You don't know shit about them kids.
He's 10 years old. He needs his mother.
You're not the father. You bastard. What'd you do with him? Get down! Get down!
Stop it! We're not your enemies!
Shut up! Shut up!
On my signal!
Wait!
Hold fire!
Are you okay?
Is anybody hurt? We're good.
Hold fire! There's more!
Ray, talk to me. What's going on in there?
How many more? You only shot a statue, okay? You haven't hurt anyone, not yet.
Oh, no.
You're sick. You need help.
God accepts all that you are. And he forgives all that you've done.
Wait! We can't help you! You don't know.
God does.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Que ha cometido. En nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Padre mío, bendice a este muchacho.
Sorry.
Okay, let's go. Let's get you out of here.
Father's on his way. You sure about this? With all the press, I figure I can say some things people might actually hear.
Hey, boss. General Davies just pulled up.
General Davies. This is Major Kessler.
General. Major. I want to thank you for apprehending the deserters.
I'm sure the general would like to see his son.
Bring Lieutenant Davies.
Sir?
Remove the prisoner. What about the other one, Harvey?
We'll be detaining Private Harvey.
Excuse me.
He was a material witness to the unfortunate incident.
Now look here, Major.
Apparently Corporal Metsky was prescribed an off-label medication that rendered him unstable.
Award, General. Corporal Metsky held Major Kessler's daughter at gunpoint. It might be wise to drop the matter of Private Harvey, sir.
Corporal Metsky's actions were regrettable, but his alone. He was a disturbed and violent young man, unfit for a career in the United States military. Major.
I thought the PM was a hard ass.
You meet every week with your immigration officer until your hearing. If you fail to show, we'll issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
Not even Miss Castle will be able to help you then.
Got everything?
Like what? These aren't even my clothes.
And that's the last they saw of Decomp. By tonight, he'll be so deep in the wind, his feet won't touch the ground.
I take it my rifle cleared ballistics.
Which only proves you used another gun.
Good luck with that.
Sir? Is that a rifle?
Can I help you?
Yeah, finally got my hands on those surveillance tapes. CSIS released them to homicide, who are much easier to deal with.
What did you find?
Nada. The office building across from Robin's Hotel was shut up tight. No security, no cleaning staff. Nobody entered the building from the front, side, or rear within an hour of the shooting.
Can I see them?
Yeah, sure. I need your laptop here.
Show me the back entrance at 1209.
Okay. There it is.
That's been doctored.
What? How do you know that? This... My God. You were there, were you?
I didn't doctor that tape.
Well, it's seamless. Like, scarily so. Somebody would have had to find it, remove it, do a brilliant editing job, and then replace it all under the eyes of CSIS.